Hello everyone and welcome back to another beautiful day in the world of Feed the Beast Beyond. I'm BPD and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So, how do you guys like my new ride? This is awesome, right? Skeleton horse? Let's go ahead and peep this guy over here. So, this happened when I was down there working on the deep resonance reactor generator. And when I came up to get something from one of those chests over there, there were like 4 of these guys, right? So there were 4 like skeleton horses, and then they also had 4 skeleton riders on each of them. And then while I was, checking them out, because I didn't kill them at first, I was just kind of looking, interested. And while it happened, like lightning struck down on one of them, and they reproduced, and more of them came. So I ended up killing off, pretty much all of them, and I left just this one horse. He was the best horse that I found. I mean, I don't know if he's the best horse. He had the most hearts by far. I don't think his jumping is too great or anything. I'm not a huge horse guy. I don't know horses all too well as far as Minecraft goes, but I do know that skeleton horses are pretty awesome. I don't even know where it's from, but I went ahead and named it Skeletor because I couldn't think of anything better. If you guys can think of any awesome names, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, but that's pretty sweet. A skeleton horse? I mean, it's not as good as flying with draconium armor, or draconic armor, that's for sure, but still pretty awesome. It's got like a little nubby tail. Anyway, other than that, I don't think much else happened up here. I've been busy. I did work on, like I said, I worked on the deep resonance generator and kind of got that set up. I wasn't able to decorate the room, unfortunately. I've been busy. I haven't been able to get on too awfully much, so it's been a while. But I did, resituate the deep resonance area. It's just not decorated. I also took out this actually addition stuff, the stuff that we use to make the player inventory thing for the armor like the armor changer transfer. It doesn't transfer anything. The armor changer, and what we're going to be using this for is kind of like our staging area for mods that may just be temporary or mods that don't necessarily have a place to go yet. This seems like a good, staging area. It's got plenty of room, can fit plenty of stuff, so that's probably what we're going to turn it into, and we're actually going to be using it today. But let me just go ahead and kind of show you guys. I don't think we need, it's not on. We don't need the radiation suit. I can go ahead and show you guys what we did. So here's our room. Like I said, kind of lackluster in appearance, but still pretty good. We've got 6 crystals on either, or 3 crystals on either side, a total of 6 crystals. This is going to get us about 120,000 RF per tick. Some of these purities aren't as high because I messed it up when I resituated the the whole setup down there. But they're close enough. Still 19k, only off by about 300 RF per tick. But yeah, this is going to get us about 120,000 RF per tick while they're on. And then we have a button here which controls kind of the making of crystals. I'll get a little more into that when we jump down here. Now, it was ugly, right? When I first had it up here, it's still ugly. That did not change. But it's out of sight. Now, unfortunately, with regular redstone like this, you can't really make it look good. You have to hide the redstone. And I really did not want to hide it kind of laterally. I wanted to hide it vertically. I'd rather, because, if you're chunk loading the chunk, you're chunk loading it all the way up and down no matter what, right? So just to save space, I would like to have as many things in one chunk as possible so that I don't have to chunk load all kinds of chunks. Because if this redstone goes out that way, then I have to start loading this chunk over here for some redstone. And it's not what I want to do, right? So I put it all down here to give it kind of space to be ugly without really mattering. I'm going to lock it up and everything, but the setup is pretty much the same here, except for, of course, we have item conduits pulling out crystals and putting them into individual inventories up there. So, and actually I might have to change that as well. I probably will, because what happens is they stack. If it's the same crystal with all the same stats, it'll stack. And these pedestals will get filled up. So I might have to put like mini chests underneath and then do extraction from there. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Alright, so anyway, but all the other setups are pretty much the same. We have some ME conduit rolling over here, providing our infusing lasers and everything. Everything's going perfectly fine. We have some liquid, so you'll get to see it kind of click on. We have some of it going already, and it's about to process here. We're so close. Come on. Just got to suck it through, and then that laser will turn on. Come on. You can do it. You're so close. You're so close. There we go. So there, well, voice crack there. So there's the laser, and let's go ahead and crank this bad boy up to 100% of the strength and efficiency. Of course, you guys have seen the process. I did it in the last thing. And this one is going to essentially, this was going to be kind of holding our blank crystals, because our blank, like once they're used up, these deep resonance crystals, the ones that have power in them right now, can be used in the infusing lasers to give them power, so we don't have to give them fully powered crystals. Now, I did give them fully powered crystals. Only one of them, I think. Yeah, only this one, because this uses a lot more power than this one. This one's actually pretty quick and pretty efficient as far as items go. But yeah, so this is the deep resonance setup that we have now. It's pretty good. The power is not being consumed right now, but it will be soon, because today we're going to be getting into dimension making. That's right, we're going to be jumping into RF tools dimensions here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, basically we're just going to be making our dimensions. Now there's a couple different things that we have to do. I have done testing in a creative world just to make sure it works, because I've had a couple issues with some RF tools things like the Quarry and stuff like that. So I want to make sure it works before I jumped into it, and I kind of learned a bit about it. So I have to go ahead and get some recipes together, get some items together, and then we can go ahead and jump right into this. Alright, so we have all of our RF tools stuff here, right? So this is all of our RF tools dimension stuff. We've got dimension inscriber, dimension builder, dimension editor, dialing device, dimlet workbench, matter transmitter, and matter receiver. Alright, so what do these do, you ask? Well, I'll explain it as we go through the process. So one of the first things you need, besides all these machines, of course, is one of these empty dimension tabs, right? So, oh, by the way, I don't do recipes anymore. I used to do them a lot in the beginning, but I felt like it took too much time. Let me know if you guys want to see recipes. I don't think they're absolutely necessary. We have NEI, right? So, anyway, what you want is you want one of these empty dimension tabs, and you put it into this inscriber. Now, for our first dimension, it's going to be random. We don't really have, I mean, I could make one, I guess, but it wouldn't be any kind of good dimension because we're missing a lot of rare resources. So basically, look, we have all of these parts here, right? And deep ocean biome is one of the ones we're going to want, because I'm going to want to make a like deep ocean lava biome at some point. But these are all the parts we have. And in order to create some of them, like for instance, the lava right here, we need energy, like the 3 energy thing. We only have 2. We need the number 5, like the whatever that processing chip is, control circuit rarity. We need the rarity 5 one, and that's it. We need those 2 things, but we can't get those 2 things. So that's what we're making this random dimension for, because you can get them in that random dimension. So for the first one, you take your empty dimension tab, put it in your inscriber here, then you just hit store, right? So now it just creates a empty dimension for you, and it gives you all the information. It costs 1,000 RF per tick to create it. Maintenance cost is 10 RF per tick, and the tick cost is 100 ticks. And I think the tick cost is like how many ticks it takes for it to create the dimension. 20 ticks is 1 second. Keep that in mind. So 5 seconds. So 1,000 RF per tick is, 20,000 RF per second, right? So anyway, that's neither here nor there. So now you have your dimlet dimension here. Now you go into your dimension builder. And that's right here. So now it's going to go ahead and create this dimension for us. There we go. All right. So, and it's storing up RF. It can store up to 40 million RF in the dimension in total. Okay. So now the dimension editor is what you use. What was the dimension editor for? I think you use that to add dimlets to an already created dimension, which we can't do yet either. Dialing device. Now this is, what is this? Are these all because I was in the creative world? Can I take them off? What? Okay, so that's my dialing device. Where is this? Is that what? ID2. Okay, so it looks like it's ready. So we take this and we go ahead and pick this and we hit dial. All right. So now we are ready to go into the dimension. But before we go into the dimension, you want to bring a couple things. Now, you can use these transmitters, matter receivers, and transmitters to teleport yourself, and that's fine. It's perfectly legitimate and useful way to do it. However, we're going to be using these dislocators here because they cost, 1, they cost no power, and 2, they're just a lot easier. But unfortunately, to get to the dimension the first time, you have to use this setup. So once again, take your blank dimlet pattern, throw it in here in your inscriber, then put that in your world builder. Don't need to worry about your dimension editor yet. And then you go to your dialing device and select, your destinations. This is, your overworld. This is your transmitter, and these are all your receivers. So we have one receiver in the overworld, which is right there, and then we have one in this new dimension. Now let's go ahead and jump in and see what kind of stuff we get. I think they said that there was a way you could look at it and know, but I like surprises. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. So I was sitting here for a little bit thinking I had to let the world load in, but we are just in like this weird void world. I traveled around for a bit and saw a couple things. Now, so this world, this is our new world, right? So the first thing that we want to do before we forget is we have an unbound dislocator here. We're going to go ahead and shift click this. And now we have it set to our RF tools dimension. So that's how we're going to get in and out. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Our dimension should have plenty of power. So we'll worry about that later. But I did see something over here. This is what we want, right? These are the buildings that we want to see in this world. These are going to be, excuse me, thank you. These are going to be where we get all of our new stuff, right? So we have all kinds of cool dimlets here, which we're going to take with us. We have dimlet parcels. That's how I got a bunch of the dimlets that I already have, is with the dimlet parcels from the mob farms. And we'll go ahead and take this and this and this as well. And these you can like take in your dimlet workbench and break them down to get dimlet parts. So we'll be doing that as well. Now, this is going to take me a while. I'm going to be running around this dimension. This dimension isn't as, fancy or anything as I was kind of hoping for. The building is kind of cool, I guess. These are pretty cool blocks. I'm not too awfully interested in them, though. But there's not too much interesting things going on here. A lot of just dirt, though. No grass, just dirt. So that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to be running around and looking for more of them buildings and trying to get as many of these dimlet things as I can, so we can go ahead and create a dimension more to our liking, our own custom dimension, not something random. So I'll let you guys know if I see anything awesome. So this was pretty interesting. It's like rib cages of an animal that doesn't actually exist or something. Well, that looks pretty cool. Bone blocks. I might take these, actually. Frame rates in these worlds are pretty brutal when you're loading new chunks. Like, I gotta say, even when I'm not recording, it's pretty rough. But still on the hunt. I've sent a lot of stuff back. I have my ender pouch here that's also connected to the mob farms that just sends directly into our system. So I'm using it as a kind of wireless transfer to our ME system for now, so that I get, because a lot of this stuff doesn't stack, so I need space. But yeah, I'm going to take these bones and then continue the hunt. I've got a lot more. I'm just going to get a lot of this stuff, so I don't necessarily have to do it again anytime soon. Plus, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to need to make the dimension I want. This is pretty much as far as I got in my creative world. I didn't want to spoil too awfully much. So, yep, let me just go ahead and grab some more stuff, and I will see you guys in a bit. And we're back, and we've got all kinds of goodies. Look at that. 3 of the 10 energy, 8 of these 5. We're good to go. Alright, so a couple things we need to do beforehand. We have some biome absorbers done, but since I didn't show you guys that, I'm going to go ahead and show you this liquid absorber. So, I'm pretty sure it works the same way as the biome absorber. All you really have to do is place it next to the, the whatever it is you want to absorb. If you want to absorb a biome, you just place it anywhere in the biome. And I think if you want lava, you can just place it next to lava. So let's go ahead and see if this will work here. We'll put it right there. Is it absorbing? No. No, it's not. Let's see here. What if I put it there? No. What if I put it right here? Yes. Oh, but it does absorb the block. Okay. So we're going to have to take this to a lot of lava. We're going to go ahead and drop this in the nether. There's plenty of lava there. Yeah, I guess it doesn't, obviously, it doesn't eat the biome when you place the biome absorber, but I guess absorbing, that would be interesting if it did start consuming a biome. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump down here, and we'll put it right here. So, yeah, there it goes. Starting to absorb all the lava around it. It's actually pretty quick. The biome absorber took a lot longer. Is it going to be able to get all the lava it needs, though, is the question. Oh, looks like it's almost finished here. Cool. So, we're good. We got that bad boy. Now let's go ahead and run back home. There we go. Got lost a little bit there. Alright. And now we should be able to craft our dimension, I believe. Go ahead and jump in here. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Wow, this is a long load. There we go. Alright, now let's go ahead and run and jump back down into our basement here. Got it. Brain. Let's go. And run over here. Alright, so we have our liquid absorbed. We have our biome absorbed. So let's go ahead and throw that bad boy in here. And you see I have 4 extra dimlets here. These are craftable and they can't be extracted. And I'm guessing it's for just like regular stuff. This is no features, water, flat terrain, and default controller here. So let's go ahead and we just double click there, and we're gonna go ahead and get our deep ocean biome. All right, so lava, double click here. Okay, we got our lava dimlet. Okay, and then I think we're gonna keep this one, this one, this one, and this one. Flat, default. I think that's it, right? Oh man, I really don't remember. We need one more of these. What is it? I forget what it's called. This is the one, empty dimension tab. So let's go ahead and grab one of those. Alright, now we go into our dimension encoder, and the dimension encoder is the only thing here that doesn't require power, right? So that's cool. Alright, let's go ahead and put this here, and then we'll go this, and water, warn, too many biomes specified for default. Where? Controller dimlet, terrain dimlet, feature dimlet. Biome dimlet, what? Too many biomes specified for default. Oh, okay. I think that means this controller dimlet. So let's go ahead and go in here. Controller. Where's the, how do you make a controller dimlet? Oh, currently not craftable, currently not craftable, currently not craftable. Oh, okay. Not exactly sure. Single? No, it's not. Can't make it. What is going on here? Interesting. So, I don't know what that warning means. Controller dimlet default. And we can't craft any of these, which is weird. Not craftable, not craftable, not craftable. Yeah, none of these are craftable. Oh well, let's see what happens, right? So let's go ahead and store. Alright, 4,400. Oh, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so let's go into our dimension builder now. And we'll go ahead and build this dimension up. And I hope it worked correctly. So let's go ahead and, oh wait, no, this stays in here. And now we will take our dialing device right here, and we'll go to ID 3. Like that, and dial it. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we succeeded here. We'll look for a lava world. Nothing but lava. And I don't know if I did it correctly, to be completely honest. I hope so. Come on. Give me a lava world. Whoosh. Okay, so we got sand. Why? Why? Why is there sand? This is not what I wanted. What happened? We have like no ocean anywhere. What happened here? I apparently did. It has multiple biomes. I do not know what's going on here. All right, so we have completed it. We have a lava world now. It was pretty simple. As you see here in my dialing device, I made quite a few dimensions to try to figure out the configuration that I needed here. But I did get it eventually. Success. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what that is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and extract here. Now, these are the dimlets, right? So each dimlet is, crafted in this dimlet workbench. Now, they're all pretty standard. One's deep ocean, which is right here. You need the biome absorber. So you take your biome absorber, go put it in a deep ocean, and it will absorb it. And then we also use the lava, which was right here. You take all this stuff, and then the liquid absorber full of lava. This one's full of water for testing purposes. Don't ask. But you take a liquid absorber, put it near a bunch of lava. I did mine in the nether, of course. And then you make your lava liquid there. And then the last one was this one right here, terrain type normal. Now for this one, you use all these right here, and you need this terrain absorber, and you take that to normal terrain, and you might have to, I don't know what normal terrain is. The biome over there was easy enough for it to be normal. Not the biome, the ocean over there was easy enough. That was normal, so that's where I got mine. But yeah, so you put those all together, and then you take them, and you have to put them in this order as well. It has to go your biome first. Ours is deep ocean, and then your liquid lava right here, and then your terrain normal here. And it has to be in that order, or else it will not work correctly. And then you go ahead and hit store, and then it gives you all the information. Now, it's already created for us, so you see right there, it's draining power. It takes 10,000 RF per tick to run this dimension, so that's pretty expensive, but we have plenty of power. So I'll go into our world builder here, and that's going to be giving power to our dimension. And we can go ahead and hop in. We can't stay in for very long because something happens. I don't know if it's a glitch or if, there's some like effects in the, actually, what you can do is you can take this and then shift right click, and it tells you stuff. Base fluid null, base block stone. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any kind of effects, or if there are, I can't see them. But there could be some effects in the world. I'm not sure, but it like took out my entire armor, and then I came back and ate, and my armor came back to what it is now. So I don't know what happened. But anyway, we'll go check it out. And the frames are terrible in here for some reason when I first load in. Oh, you can just feel it. It's so painful. Oh, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up taking the pump that we have in the nether, and I'm going to throw it here in this biome or in this dimension that we've created. So the first thing I'm going to do, this can teleport mobs. So I'm going to take this unbound dislocator, give it a right click right here, and then we're going to take this. One thing, you can duplicate these. Matter receivers, you can duplicate them. If you take this out and then just dial the dimension again, it'll make a new one. So if you're into that sort of thing, then, there you go. I'm not going to use it personally because we can have them on demand as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and trash that. And so now we have our lava world. Sweet. Now, in my dollying and doodling and all the other things, our elevator is gone. I did manage to create another dimension, which wasn't the correct dimension, but it actually should... can I dial it? Here, it should still be... No. We want this one. Yeah. It should still be good for what we need, because not only do we need the lava, of course, which we have, and this is only going to have so much time that it's going to exist as well, but we also need something called... something fragments. What are they called? Dimensional shards. That's the one. We need dimensional shards, and you can get them from these worlds. Now, I don't know where exactly they are found or anything like that, but we do need to get some. So we can go ahead and use this world while it exists to get these dimensional shards. As I was kind of going through the first dimension I created with all the floating islands, I did not see any dimensional shards in it, unfortunately. So I'm hoping this world will have some. I don't exactly know what happens when the world kind of loses all its power. I don't know what happens to me, like if I die, or if frames skip, or if I, you know, get stuck in a world. I'm not exactly sure. But we have our dislocator if we do get stuck. If we die, we die. And if we get kicked out, we get kicked out. So none of those things are too awfully... Is this it? Is this the stuff? Oh, this is it. Okay, so it says it needs silk touch and the thing. So we have 6 dimensional shards. And now we got 3 here. What can we do with this? Nothing. Why does it say it needs silk touch? Huh. I don't know, but we can break it. So let's just go ahead and do that. And awesome, we do have some dimensional shards, and that didn't take too awfully long. So hopefully we can get some more. And then we can go about making, or we can get all the stuff that we need to make another dimension. So I will go ahead and see you guys once we have more of these dimensional shards. Alright, so I just checked, and unfortunately we are out of time for today's episode. But we did good stuff. We have our lava world. I'm going to go ahead and move the pump and everything off camera. You guys don't need to see that. But we got our lava world, so that should be good, sufficient enough. I was getting tired of having to deal with like blocks in the nether and things like that. So this will be good. And then I'm going to also off camera go hunting for more of those dimensional shards. I should have some more free time, so we should be nice and progressed. And then we can go ahead and create another dimension. Let me know in the comments what kind of dimension you guys want to create. We can have all kinds of crazy stuff. We can have lakes of molten gold. We can have different kind of mobs in there. Just let me know what kind of dimension you want to see in the comments, and then we'll go ahead and create that bad boy. But once again, I do want to apologize for the amount of time that it took for this episode to come out. But like I said, there'll be time now, and maybe there won't be time later, and you know, who knows? But that's the way life rolls. Thankfully, we did get this done. I like it. It was a little bit complicated at first, and it is relatively expensive, but we should be good to go. But that is going to do it for us here today. I want to thank you all so much for joining me, and until I see you guys again, have a good one.